Good morning, Card Reading. It's RJ, and it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. Hope everybody had a great week. Gonna get right to it. Chit-chat during the spins. So, Monday's question was, in 1979, what was unique about the MVP voting? And the answer is, in the National League, there were two winners. The actual voting resulted in a tie in the point structure, and both Keith Hernandez and Willie Stargell shared the MVP in the National League that year. It's a very odd fluke the way they structure and stagger the voting point systems, kind of like a March Madness thing. It's difficult to find more than one winner. That's why they do it that way. But the way the points came out, those were the winners. And the prize was just this series of cards that I had lying around, threw in a couple good cards, Cal Ripken, Steve Carlton, Bryce Harper, and then a couple Phillies rookies. Those 5 cards are going to go out to the winner. The individuals on the background there are the ones who correctly answered. And as I am wont to do, I shuffle once on the picker wheel and then spin, and you have to hit 3 times. I choose 3 times because I want to make it a little bit more dramatic. So we will spin. The one and done to me, especially if I never get more than 10 individuals who answer my questions. So to just spin it once and be done, it'd be a little, I don't know, wouldn't be there as much interesting or much fun as doing it this way, I think. So hope everyone had a great weekend. Great week, I should say. It's still the weekend where I am. And I'm getting over a cold. Had a bad head cold the last couple of days. Finally coming out of that. I actually got kicked out of work on Friday. I went to work because I'm stubborn. And they said, "You're too sick. We can't have you here." So I came home. That's okay. I had more time to sort cards then. Actually, I'm working on my second set of 2003 base Series 1. Picked up a box of opening day the other day, which I'll share that rip with you on my Friday video. Wow, we got 2 people with two wins already. Jeremy Michaels and Card Hobbyist are just 1 spin away. Look at that. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to this. It's a good thing I hit the counter every once in a while. Celtic Pride. I haven't had much time to watch this past week. This past week was a busy week for me getting a Card Hobbyist. Card Hobbyist wins. Card Hobbyist, believe it or not, I do not have your mailing info. I know Card Hobbyist has been around for a long time. I just never had an occasion to correspond with him through the mail. So they shoot an email out to the Card Hobbyist, get his mailing info, and you will be sent these 5 cards, sir. There you go. Moving on to Wednesday's question. Wednesday's question was a fun one for me. I have had in the background, I'm going to adjust my background for a second. I'm going to drop this a little bit, not all the way because it'll turn off. And in my frame in the back, I said, which card up on that wall has changed recently? The answer was my Chuck Klein card, because I got a new Chuck Klein card from Kevin over at Kevin's Budget Card Breaks. When he did, he was selling random cards and team bags, and he sent me all the Phillies cards. And I got that cool Topps Gallery card from, I think, like 2003 or something like that. So anyway, I said, what card was new? And several people were able to guess that it was the Chuck Klein card. So here we go. Going to shuffle once and then spin, and you got to get 3 hits. So here we go. So I picked up a Topps opening day box. It was funny. I went to Target. I had to get a prescription for my cold here, and I had gone to Target last weekend, and I went in there. They had fat packs and blaster boxes. I thought that was pretty cool. They had a bunch of them. I don't know if they just restocked or whatever, but they had a whole bunch of fat packs and blaster boxes, and I picked up one of each just for fun. I ripped it on my own without off camera. Didn't broadcast it or anything. And look at this sleeve sleeve with 2 hits right out the back. But yeah, when I went back yesterday, they didn't have anything. They had all they had were opening day boxes. Blaster boxes of opening day, and I was like, wow, really? Well, okay, I picked up a box of opening day. It's kind of fun. Nothing outrageous in there. I didn't get any autographs or anything really impressive, but it was a fun little rip. And there's only 220 cards I might try and trade for the ones I don't have. I might give that a shot. Don't know. I did if you watch my Friday video, you'll see the rip. So just something. It's hard once the allure of the new card product dies down. We're always looking for the next thing or something else to have fun ripping open. So did stop by the LCS the other day and picked up a couple little things. I actually got another box of the Senior Professional Baseball League. Trying to get every collection of that organization. I think I might have it all. I think this is Keith's last number. Yeah, Keith over at Celtic Pride 1, 2, 3, 4. You are the individual who has 1, and you then get the prize for the Wednesday question was these 2 1987 style inserts from this year's Series 1. So that's what Keith is going to be sent out. I have Keith's information. All right, moving on. Friday's question. Since I had just gotten all those cards from Kevin, I got a whole bunch of Phillies cards, more than I know what to do with. But figured I'd share a couple, and I had a whole lot of cards of Scott Rowland. Makes sense as he's one of the biggest players, one of the greatest players of the era in which Kevin was ripping cards. And I put up for grabs these 5 Scott Rowland cards. Topps Tech crazy looking acetate cards. And a couple others with this Fleer Game Time and an SP Authentic base. So these 5 cards of Scott Rowland were up for grabs, and the question was a Scott Rowland question. I said, Scott Rowland played obviously for the Phillies, started with the Phillies. We traded him to the Cardinals, and he ended up with the Reds. I said, but what other team did Scott Rowland play for? And the people up there knew correctly that Scott Rowland also played for the Toronto Blue Jays. So it's an interesting little thing here. It says he had a 2006 World Series title. Scott Rowland, Blue Jays. Well, he might be on the Blue Jays when they took this picture, but he was not on the Blue Jays for his 2006 World Series title. He was with pretty darn sure he was with the Cardinals that year. So anyway, but Scott Rowland also played with the Blue Jays. So we're going to shuffle once here, spin away, and see what we get. All right. Here we go. Good luck to everybody again. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. Well, let's talk about my Mike Goodman. I'm not sure if that's Goody G or not, because I did get an entrance for Goody G once, but the second one I got came up Mike Goodman, so I'm not sure who Mike Goodman is, so he wins. But my LCS, I picked up the 1981 Kellogg's set, which is one thing I've been wanting to do for a while, is to pick up a lot of the Kellogg's sets, back in the 70s and the early 80s. I think they made them up to 83, the Kellogg's company, the ones you got in cereal boxes, because I was a kid back then getting those Kellogg's cards in the cereal boxes, and they're not expensive if you get the later ones. The earlier ones can cost you a couple $100 if you want to get them all, but the later ones, I think I got the 1981 set, only 66 cards, and I got it for like $15 at my LCS, so I was thrilled with that. And picked up a couple little odds and ends as well. Like I said, the Senior Baseball League box set. That's my 4th. I've got 4 different sets featuring the Senior Baseball League, which was just a group of retired players and older people who played baseball down in South Florida. back in the late 80s, early 90s. Check that out. There you go. So now we've got all of the entrants for my Friday question. Six entrants. Everybody's hit at least once. That's what I like to see. I like to see it go like this when I'm doing these spins to make it very interesting for the participants. So, Jeremy Michaels. It's again, we got 2 people up there now with 2 apiece. I've never had it happen where I had everybody get to 2 wins. I don't think I ever did that. I don't think that ever happened, unless it was like 3 people. Maybe it was like 2 or 3. Then I had it. Everybody hit twice, but you get to these numbers. Michael Goodman, is that 3 for him? It is. Okay, so I have no idea who Michael Goodman is, and I have got to get the card hobbyists mailing info. But Michael Goodman, you are getting these 5 cool Scott Rowland cards. That is all I have for you all today. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate I appreciate everybody who actually takes the time to enter into these contests. I mean, I'm giving away free cards all the time. I figured more people would be interested, even if it's just a couple odd cards. I think they're neat. But anyway, so yeah, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. And I have more stuff for you on Monday.